tonight at 9, see how Ball State University is working with the city of Muncie to bridge the gap between downtown and campus.
That is a third Palestine activists. We all know what we're risking, but we're willing to do it, and you can too.
Learn how this event works to connect the women of the community.
And a local chef and entrepreneur has opened a new restaurant in the village. Find out what cuisine they are bringing to the table.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Amelia Winter.
And I'm Tatum Harris.
With many advancements coming to Ball State's village, the university looks to make it easier for downtown Muncie to visit the revitalized village. NewsLink Indiana's Max Robson heads down one avenue to see what could be changed.
Downtown Muncie and Ball State University still struggle to connect with one another, but the gap is slowly being filled. With the new Performing Arts Center and hotel being built in the village, one key piece seems to be missing to connect the two parts of town.
That key? A road meant to bridge the gap between Ball State University and Muncie, University Avenue.
They want to help make an arts type connection between the Muncie. It benefits us as a city of Muncie if it brings more Ball State students, Ball State faculty, and others who might be at Ball State visiting by following that trail.
And although the road may not change, the parking would.
With Ordinance 29-25 removing parking on University completely from Wheeling to Dix Street and on the south side of Dix to Reserve.
Well, and just keep in mind that very few people are parking. I mean, it's less than 3 a day, and most of those are out-of-county plates, so I think they're students, and the landlords are required by ordinance to have the parking behind.
For Ball State, passing this ordinance means completing their promise to the $35 million Lilly endowment and the $1 million allocation to improving the physical connection between the village and downtown Muncie. But if this ordinance doesn't pass, Chris Palladino, Director of Real Estate Services and the Real Estate Development Program for Ball State University, said, quote, "If Ordinance 29-25 does not pass, Ball State will work with the city and other stakeholders on other ways to improve connectivity. We may also need to seek flexibility from the Lilly Endowment about alternate ways to use that component of the grant within the Village project." With the motion being tabled on October 6th, the ordinance now waits to see if it will pass. In Muncie.
To see Ball State's village revitalization timeline, visit bsu.edu/thevillage.
Today, a group of protesters gathered near Schaefer Tower outside the Letterman building. They gathered to protest the conflict in Gaza. After a brief discussion with campus administration, protesters began chanting together and laughing about issues relating to the university. They also shouted to passers-by and cars who would honk in support. Eventually, people at the protest brought up issues with student media, voicing their concerns covering the protest. Organizers of the group spoke about their belief that student media isn't covering enough serious problems. Some protesters also believed that student media silenced voices on campus.
Talking about the things that are important to
Last Thursday, women from around the community came together for a women's health and wellness event. NewsLink Indiana's Lauren Bell has the story.
Outside First Merchants Bank in downtown Muncie, women gathered for a health and wellness event that brought together local vendors and women-owned businesses, sharing what motivates them and their resources, all organized around the idea of women empowering each other in the community.
Events like this help our employees and community prosper by connecting people with various health resources, wellness resources, financial resources.
Tammy Van Oudingham helped organize the event through the bank's Women's Connection Group, giving local women entrepreneurs a space to share their work and connect with others. One of those entrepreneurs was Alyssa Wagner, owner of Designs on 28.
And get involvement in the community for not only myself but also my kids.
Alyssa runs her business out of a trailer, creating custom clothing items and hats, as well as some trinkets such as keychains and stickers. Balancing motherhood and entrepreneurship, she soon hopes to take her business full-time and attend more local vendor events. Another vendor, Kiera Bogue, owner of Evermore Jewelry, says starting her permanent jewelry business and a strong support system.
I'm proud of myself, I guess, for stepping out and being willing to jump into something that I knew nothing about.
Kiera started her business back in 2022 as a stay-at-home mom, wanting something of her own, and now attends vendor events, private appointments, and hosts clients from her home studio. You can find Evermore Jewelry at the end of this month at a local event called Downtown Nutrition that will have a fall festival and trunk or treat. In Muncie, Lauren Bell, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you are interested, you can follow their Facebook pages at Evermore Jewelry and Designs on 28.
If you're trying to add a little bit of spice into your life, or if you're looking to try something new, a restaurant in the Village might be just what you're looking for. NewsLink's Ava Lenz has the story.
Coming to America and opening up a restaurant might seem like a dream for others, but to Prabhu Krishnan, it's a dream come true. He's one of the owners of
So since the childhood, like my ambition to be start a business in anywhere, like either in India or USA. So we got an opportunity to come here, and we gotten the permit. Everything is like set. So we inspired to start a business in USA. We got an opportunity to do the business. It's all about like I would say like dream come true. I'm so happy to start the business in US, as well as it's my first establishment in Muncie. So I'm so happy. That's how we brought my India goal to USA actually.
Filled with gratitude from the Muncie community and other small business owners, Prabhu has been able to turn that dream into a thriving restaurant. Thanks to its location near Ball State University, Bayleaf has drawn in students who are eager to try something new.
When you create a new business, as specifically in the university area, the kids from the different culture, different countries, and they tried different kinds of foods, and this is their addition. Indian foods as a different culture in that food as well. So that will help the kids, the students, that will motivate to they come here and they can try the new different things.
Bayleaf isn't just a new spot to grab a bite. It's the result of hard work, dedication, and the belief that dreams are worth chasing. In Muncie, Ava Lenz, NewsLink, Indiana.
Bayleaf Restaurant offers a variety of meals and hopes to open up more restaurants in the future.
You know, in this weather we've been having lately, it's been so nice. Definitely that fall cool down.
Yes, I'm so happy about it. I can't wait to hear more about the weather temperatures. Hopefully this cold lasts a little bit longer.
Yes, I hope so. We're going to have a quick weather look with Leah.
Thank you. Let's take a look at some current temperatures outside. Right now in Muncie, 45 degrees, as well as in Farmland. 50 in Anderson, 49 in Marion, and 48 in Hartford City. If we take a look a little more statewide, you can see 59 still in Indianapolis, so pretty warm there compared to other parts of our state. 49 in Terre Haute and Bloomington, and 51 in Shelbyville. As we go throughout this evening, those temperatures are going to increase dramatically, getting into the upper 30s for tonight. So this is going to lead to a frost advisory and a possibility for us to get our first fall frost this year. Weekend sunshine, and we are going to take a look at our fall meter.
Thank you, Aaliyah. Coming up, Republicans and Democrats are in a stalemate. See why.
And J.D. Vance is visiting Indiana tomorrow. Hear what the visit's about.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. The government shutdown has entered its 9th day today, leaving many lawmakers frustrated at the current stalemate between Democrats and Republicans.
And today, the Senate failed again to pass stopgap funding bills from both sides. Now, President Donald Trump and his cabinet plan to cut Democratic federal programs during the deadlock. During the cabinet meeting today, President Trump slammed the Democratic Party, accusing the party of losing their way and having no definitive leader. Quote, "They have no leadership. We don't even know who to deal with over there," end quote. Now Trump plans to make permanent cuts to some federal programs that are popular with the Democrats.
They wanted to do this, so we'll get a little taste of their own medicine.
Many lawmakers hope for a breakthrough amidst the growing frustrations.
Vice President J.D. Vance is slated to return to Indiana tomorrow to meet with the state's Senate Republican caucus as redistricting deliberations appear to be at a standstill. The visit comes as state GOP legislators weigh a special session for mid-cycle redistricting. President Donald Trump is pushing GOP-led states like Indiana to redraw maps ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. This is to ensure a Republican majority in the U.S. House for the rest of President Trump's second term. Redistricting is typically only done after the decennial census. Indiana's current map is 7-2 Republicans, with Democrats holding seats in Northwest and Central Indiana.
Find out more about the weather whiplash after this break.
My neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there.
wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at that sky cam above Cooper Science Complex. Very dark out there tonight. Not a cloud in the sky though. You can see these current temperatures: 45 in Muncie and Farmland, 50 in Anderson and Newcastle, and 45 in Richmond as well. If we take a look a little more statewide, most of our surrounding areas are in the same consistent temperatures, the mid to upper 40s, but then we have Indianapolis 59 and even 54 degrees still in Lafayette. As we have gone throughout today, we are 8-degree decrease from what we were experiencing at this time yesterday. You can see most of our area of central Indiana is also in that temperature decrease, the highest being us in Muncie and Terre Haute with that 8-degree decrease. Those temperatures are going to continue to decrease as we go throughout this evening. Lows getting into the upper 30s. So very chilly out there tonight, 37 degrees as the low for tonight. Mostly clear skies. Calm winds, so the winds aren't really a concern for tomorrow. However, that low temperature is. We are in a frost advisory from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So make sure you are keeping that in mind if you have a morning commute. Typically here in Muncie, we experience our first frost mid to later October, so we are just a week or two ahead of the game if we do get that frost tomorrow morning. 38 degrees to start off your day at 8 a.m. Very, very chilly outside. Make sure you bring that jacket. Warming up to 63 degrees by noon and 70 degrees by 5 p.m. Mostly sunny skies to start your morning, but then as we get into the later afternoon, some clouds will be forming over in our skies. Calm winds are no concern for tomorrow or this weekend. And as you can see, my Saturday and Sunday forecast is basically copy and paste. Very calm weekend overall, sunny skies, plentiful sunshine. Temperatures in the low 70s, which is pretty normal for this time of year. However, as we move into next week, those temperatures are going to increase. So this is where that weather whiplash is coming into effect. We have frost tomorrow morning, and then we have warming up to fall-like temperatures this weekend, and then more summer-like vibes as we start next week with 76 on Monday and 77 on Tuesday. So we will start above average for this time of year as we start next week. And you can see in the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, this is from October 15th through the 19th, we do have that probability of experiencing temperatures above average for this time of year. So I know you want to throw your summer clothes into the back of the closet, but I think you should keep them out for just a few more days. And we are going to stick to that iced coffee for now. The next 7 days, like I said, those temperatures are very fall-like for the weekend, a beautiful weekend overall, plentiful sunshine. But as we move into next week, those temperatures are going to increase into the upper 70s and then decrease again as we get to the mid of next week. However, those lows are going to increase as we move into the weekend, so hopefully no more frost for the next 7 days.
I know, but I'm excited for that iced coffee weather.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. I love an iced coffee.
Me too. Well, thank you so much, Aaliyah.
Yes, thank you.
There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Jake Dickman has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Amelia and Tatum. 3 underclassmen are smashing record after record, and a Ball State club is empowering the women on the biggest stage. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Jake Dickman with sports. A few underclassmen on the Ball State men's golf team have started their careers in a special way. NewsLink Indiana's Stephen Grotta headed to the driving range for more.
I love the momentum going into other tournaments and just know what I'm doing is right.
Starting the season well for any sports team can set the scene for the rest of the year. But a good start to a career opens the door to legendary performances.
Getting off to a good start, to the college career is very, very important to me, and I'm glad that we got it done.
And after the Ball State men's golf team notched the program record for lowest score in a tournament, two freshmen stood out from the flock. Freshmen Samuel Harris and Luke Johnston tied for 12 under par while launching the Cardinals to the top of the leaderboard and playing a big part in the breaking of that record.
It's a good feeling, being a part of that and playing to my expectations feels good.
But the freshmen are not the only underclassmen who are overwhelming the scorecards. Sophomore Gavin Hare has started this season flying high after boasting the highest placement in a tournament of his college career.
I get into a good groove and try to find a state where I can just keep swinging the club how I want to, keep rolling in putts.
But the stellar play in scores doesn't go to Hare's head.
Whatever I signed for at the end of the day is what it is, and then you go back to work the next day.
And with a 3-month break in play coming in the winter, the Cardinals are looking to stay in top shape in their midseason break.
We're really dedicated to getting better. So yeah, just keep in shape by competing every single day, whether it's in practice drills or going out and playing against your buddies, teammates. I think that's the way to stay fresh.
As for the freshmen, it's much of the same.
You just need to keep doing the right things, keep working hard every day and putting in the work. It's really the key to success.
And the Cardinals have high aspirations of success for the rest of the season.
Looking forward to have a big spring and hopefully be in contention at the MAC championship.
In Muncie, Stephen Grotta, NewsLink, Indiana.
Dancing our way to the studio, the women of Charge are proving confidence grows strongest in community, especially in the stage lights. NewsLink Indiana's Emma Deaton has more.
They say fitness is better with friends, and for Charge, that motto doesn't stop at the gym. It's even taking them to the Air Jam stage.
For Ball State's Charge chapter, Air Jam isn't just about performing. It's about stepping out of their comfort zones together.
Just about having fun, having a good time, getting close with your girls, because Charge is all about growing that community. And what better way to do that than, come up with this dance competition and have some fun.
But behind the fun is something deeper, a sense of confidence that comes from being surrounded by women who lift each other up.
Your confidence just blossoms when you get to do it with the girls you love and you feel so supported and, all your friends are just cheering you on and it's just fun.
But for some members, that confidence didn't come overnight.
I had some girls approach me on the side when I, sent out in the group chat like, hey, we're doing Air Jam, who wants to join? And some girls approached me on the side and they were like, I want to do it, but I'm nervous. And like just to even see them get to this point to do choreo checks, like that takes a lot of confidence. It takes so much pride to be able to get out there and do that. And I've just seen so much growth from them. And, you know, they're smiling with it now, they're having fun.
And for these women with just a few short weeks of practice, that moment on stage means more than just dance moves.
The lights hitting you and like how loud everyone gets for you, because like how could you not just cheer on like a group of women who are up there supporting each other? And
they've been building strength together all semester, but now they're showing that the power of community might just be their best move yet. In Muncie, Emma Deaton, NewsLink, Indiana.
Taking things to the turf, Ball State football will get their first MAC road test of the season. The Cardinals will flock north to Kalamazoo this weekend to face the Western Michigan Broncos. Ball State got off to a hot start in conference play last Saturday after they rallied from 14 points down to beat the Ohio Bobcats in their MAC opener at the Shoe. And now, a victory over the Broncos would mark the Cards' first 2-0 start since 2019. Kickoff is set for 3:30 p.m. on Saturday. Now, unfortunately, I won't be busting the move up on stage at Air Jam, but Amelia, I believe you will be, won't you?
I will be, guys. I'll be up there with my sorority. I'm super excited just to see everyone though involved. Like Charge, the sorority fraternities, just a great time. Yes,
Absolutely.
Will you be there?
Oh, I would love to come see Air Jam. I think it would be a great show.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Jake.
Of course.
Coming up, take a look at how a phone ban is benefiting a school.
And we'll have on our final look at your weather.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A cell phone ban in the country's largest district is being hailed as a success. Educators are seeing firsthand the impacts that cell phones are having on their classrooms. Kids can be distracted, focusing more on social media than the academic lessons they're supposed to be paying attention to. For many making these decisions to ban the use of smartphones, it's less about driving academic success and more about caring for the social and emotional well-being of students.
Long John Silver's is making an unexpected logo change. It swaps its fish for a chicken and adds on the text "Chicken plus seafood." The chain is known for its fried fish platters, but the move puts chicken front and center. The company says the move builds on successful testing of the new chicken products at its flagship restaurant in Louisville, but seafood will remain the brand's cornerstone. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never had Long John Silver's before.
Me either.
I mean, I might have to try it. New logo, there's chicken involved. I might have to try it.
Yes, chicken and fish. What a combo.
Wow.
Yes, but now let's have a final look at weather with Aaliyah.
Yeah, let's take one last look at that 7-day forecast. So I really want to stress on that frost tomorrow morning. We do have a possibility for seeing our first frost this fall. And then temperatures are warming up to more fall-like temperatures tomorrow and then into this weekend. Lots of sunshine, calm winds. As we start our week off Monday, temperatures are increasing to 76 and then even 77 on Tuesday. So more of those summer warm temperatures. And lows are getting higher and no more frost after tomorrow morning.
Yes, well, I'm excited for that sunshine. Yes. Thank you so much, Aaliyah.
Thank you.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 8 for Cardinal Sunrise's Fall Special, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page and YouTube channel.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.